Hi, and welcome to the City of Heroes to Blender tutorial series. This is going to be video 1. In this video, I will show you how to get into City of Heroes, grab your screenshots you're going to need for reference photos that you will later import into Make Human. So the first thing you're going to need is the icons program. I'm not going to go into complete detail on that because there's enough information on the internet about it. There's a link to the program in the video description. So you're going to use that to launch City of Heroes. I have used the -R option. That puts me directly into Atlas Park. And I've already loaded it up because I've been having problems with this screen capture software recording the video if I'm in full screen mode. And for the purposes of this tutorial, it's not completely necessary. I've already got the screenshots I need. I'm just showing you guys how to do it. So you open up icons with that -R switch and you get dumped into Atlas Park with a random character. So, and yes, you can still run around, you can fly. You're the only person in the world, but hey, sometimes that's nice. Anyways, first thing you need to do is you're going to set your access level. I usually set mine to 50. The documentation says that there's nothing that requires anything over 9, so as long as it's over 9, you should be good. I just put it 50. I don't know why, just because. So now that I've got the access level, I can go into the tailor. And once you're in the tailor, you can go ahead and load up a costume if you've got it. I've already gone through, as I created my costume, I saved different versions of it. This was a guy that came up in the last attempt at doing this tutorial, which is kind of cool. I might work on him later. Anyway, so Chrominance is what I'm going to be doing. I call him Chrome for short. That's what he looks like. This was his basic standard run around attire. Nothing fancy, just a big muscular dude in a jeans and t-shirt with a ball cap. So when I built him, I saved several different versions. There's the base version where he's got no clothes on, there's no hair, there's no ball cap, there's no beard. It's just basically his body and bald head. Then there was another one where I added the beard. Then I added all his fur. And then there's even one in here where he's got his clothes, just no hat. So I made different versions of the character as I went along, so I'd have access to them. And there are two ways that you can do this. The goal here is you want to get screenshots that you will be using as references to create your character in a program called Make Human, and that will be covered in the next video. But the long story short of it is you're going to need some close-up shots of the face, as straight on as you can possibly get them, and you'll need shots from the profile. You'll probably want shots from the backside, and you'll want shots of the body probably from all different angles as well. So now you can do that in this costume creation editor screen. It's a little bit more control because all you can do is rotate, but if you can see, he's rotating kind of around a little circle. He's not really rotating on his own axis. So what that means is if you take the screenshot of his head here and then you rotate him here, the perspective isn't going to be exactly dead on like you would think, because he didn't rotate on his axis, he rotated around in a circle. But you can still get some good references this way. The other way to do this is you go back into the client and you go ahead and you load up your costume. So load costume Chrome base. There he is. And then I'm going to press F2. No, I'm going to reattach camera. I'm going to press F1, just type in anything because you're going to go to a blank map, which essentially has you floating in midair. As soon as you try to move, you'll start falling down to the ground. Now he's on the ground. So now here, there are two things. Let's see. I can do the rest without this chat window, so I'm going to get rid of that. Get rid of the navigation. Get rid of the target. All right. So here, there's a couple things. For starters, you're on this completely blue background. And that will help later when you're trying to, you want to just separate what is part of your character versus what is not. This can come in handy. But more importantly, when you're in the client like this, you can kind of rotate the camera around him. So this is more, but this is still like, it still kind of looks like he's not quite rotating on his own axis. It looks like the camera's not rotating around him. He's still rotating around, kind of. What you can do is, whoops, get out of that, go away. If you press F2, you can detach the camera. So then you can kind of, position using the standard keyboard keys, position as closely as you can, what you need to do. Space goes up, X goes down. I think Z goes down. It's still a little bit hard to control because there's a lot of zooming in, but what you can do is, if you press F3, this gives you more fine-tuned control over your character. And another thing you can do is, if you go to the Titans page, I believe there is a thing in here where you can spawn model. Alright, so there's a thing in here where you can actually spawn yourself. So slash spawn Chrome full. Did that work? No. What's the command here? If you want to spawn NPC, that's just an NPC. Okay, I think if you just put your costume name, if it's spawn NPC Chrome full. Well, that doesn't seem to be working either. So the other thing you can do then is you can do it this way. Do spawn NPC. Let's just go with this. No, that's not what I want to do. We'll do this here. Spawn NPC. I need a slash. Alright, there's Statesman. Now what you can do instead is click on him and then make him, I believe the command is B. Spawning. Anyways, this is where you can find all the information on spawning characters. The point being that I think if you do that, you can do, he's targeted now, so you can load costume Chrome full. Yes, that's what I'm trying to do. So now I've got two of them here. Um, so I can't remember now what the whole point was in saying that, other than you can basically spawn this person. Once you get this guy here, you can move him around wherever you need to. Um, but that's an option as well. So anyways, once you've got your screen captures, all that is left is to import them into Make Human and start modeling. So we're going to move on to the next tutorial and do that. See you then.